many in the kingdom. Because we're going to be outside in that lake of fire, in that great gulf. This is what God wants us to understand about faith of a mustard seed. The man just said, speak your word. That's a mustard seed faith right there. Just speak it. Don't walk with me. You ain't got to go down there and pour water on a person. You got to go over there and put a handkerchief on the man and all this stuff. And most of the people doing this out of these Sunday churches who lie. Just speak your word. Go ahead.
And Jesus said unto the centurion, go thy way, and as thou hast believed, so be it done unto thee. And his servant was healed in the self-same hour.
Wow. In the same hour his servant was healed. Period. Let's go to Luke chapter 8. Luke 8 and verse 43. Let's look at another. This is a mustard seed. Just small as a dot on your paper, you can move mountains. I'm going to show you that little faith in just a minute. But we showing you the mustard seed faith. It's very great, but it's just small. Just take what little you have of God and build on it. Luke chapter 8 and verse 43. Go ahead, brother.
And a woman having an issue of blood 12 years.
Somebody see everybody down. Go ahead, brother.
And a woman having an issue of blood 12 years.
Yes, sir.
Which had spent all her living upon physicians.
So this woman had an issue of blood for 12 years, and she spent all her money upon doctors. People don't try God. They go to the doctor first. They got more faith in God. Give me a pill, give me a pill, give me a pill. Go ahead.
Neither could be healed of any.
The physician couldn't heal her. She spent all what she had. Go ahead.
Came behind him and touched the borders of his garment, and immediately her issue of blood stanched.
Watch this right here. This woman and have no more money. She came behind him and she touched the hem of his garment, and the blood dried up. She had an issue running for 12 years, or monthly running for 12 years. Whatever issue she had, that's something serious. Only women can understand that. For 12 years. And she said, she came up behind, she touched the hem. The smallest thing she had on mind, all I got to do is come and touch it, and I'm going to be healed. Whatever it is for you, you find that part, that the mustard seed faith, and she found it, the hem. There was no power in the hem. It was a faith in what Jesus stood for. Go ahead, listen what Christ said.
45, and Jesus said, who touched me?
He said, Jesus said, who touched me? Go ahead.
When all denied, Peter and they that were with him said, Master, the multitude throng thee and press thee, and says thou, who touched me?
He's like, Master, all these people around here, everybody touching you. You ask me to tell me he touching. But listen what Jesus said. Go ahead.
And Jesus said, somebody have touched me, for I perceive that virtue is gone out of me.
Jesus said that virtue of power went out of him. He said, who touched me? Because he felt that power come out of him of healing. And listen what the woman said. Go ahead.
And when the woman saw that she was not hid, she came trembling, and falling down before him, she declared unto him before all the people,
yes, sir,
what cause she had touched him, and how she was healed immediately.
So she came down and bowed down and said, Lord, I touch you. This is great faith. This is mustard seed faith. When she just touched the hem of the garment, she had healed from 12 years of an issue of blood running that long. That's serious. Like most people struggle with 12 years of diabetes. Most people struggle with 12 years of leg problems, foot problems, cancer, all this stuff. This is a great example. If you want healing, have faith in God instead of the doctors. I'm not saying the doctor's not good. Don't get me wrong. Now, if your faith ain't there, you keep taking your medicine. Go ahead.
48. And he said unto her, daughter, be of good comfort. Thy faith hath made thee whole.
Wait, your money made you whole?
Thy faith.
The faith made her whole. Go ahead.
Thy faith hath made thee whole. Go in peace.
Yes, sir. He said, go in peace. Your faith has made you whole. She had to get no money for that healing. Go ahead.
While he yet spake, there comes one from the ruler of the synagogue's house, saying to him, Thy daughter is dead. Trouble not thy master, the master. But when Jesus heard it, he answered him, saying, Fear not, believe only, and she shall be made whole.
This is what God wants us to understand. Don't fear the circumstances. Understand who you have power in. Understand who has the power. People looking at all these circumstances around them and they're knocking their faith. It's knocking. I ain't got this. My body hurting. My head hurting. My family hurting. Some type of way. Oh, you should make sure you have faith in the Word of God and go to these scriptures. Faith builds by hearing the Word of God. But many of us go through the whole week and just open up on the Sabbath day. You can't build no faith up like that. I can't build no faith up like that. You finished with that?
Yes, sir.
Let's go to Matthew chapter 8. Let's deal with people with little faith. Majority of people don't fall in this category. Matthew chapter 8, verse 24. Let's deal with people with little faith. I'm here to show you God ain't got time for no little faith. It's not like the grain of a mustard seed. That's just the amount of faith you have. He's talking about little faith like you don't believe. Basically, ain't but two ways to go. Matthew chapter 8 and verse 24. Go ahead, brother.
And behold, there arose a great tempest in the sea, insomuch that the ship was covered with the waves, but he was asleep.
Now this is the time Jesus was in a ship with his disciples, and a great storm had hit. Great storm. Well, check out the conversation that he had with his disciples. Go ahead.
And his disciples came to him and woke him, saying, Lord, save us, we perish. And he said unto them, Why are you fearful, O ye of little faith? Then he arose and rebuked the wind and the sea, and there was a great calm.
He said, why are you fearful, O you of little faith? I done instruct you and told you how to command everything. The faith is where the power is. What y'all waking me up for? Go stop this thing from rolling right here. I noticed how he did what he did with Moses. And who the hell the son for so long? Joshua. Was it Joshua? I don't know about Joshua. Joshua. Okay, it wasn't Joshua, I don't think. But he held the son for so long. Well, it might be, but this, he giving us the examples. He like, man, go calm the sea. It's just the sea. Why y'all waking me up? Go ahead.
27. But the men marveled, saying, What manner of man is this, that even the winds and the sea obey him?
Yes, sir. Let me show you the parallel of that. Let's go to Mark chapter 4. It'll show you what he meant by, O ye of little faith. People think, oh, they just have a small little faith. Nah, they ain't have no small, they ain't have no faith. Mark 4 and 37. Let's see what faith really means. Interpret that scripture. Go with the same scripture, but he's going to say it a little different. Mark chapter 4 and verse 37. Go ahead, brother.
And there arose a great storm of wind.
Yes, sir.
And the waves beat into the ship, so that it was now full.
Yes, sir. Same instance right here. It's just Mark telling it. Go ahead.
And he was in the hinder part of the ship, asleep on a pillow. And they awake him and say unto him, Master, carest thou not that we perish?
Like, Master, you don't care that we perish, all this storm going on? Go ahead.
39. And he arose and rebuked the wind, and said unto the sea, Peace be still. And the wind ceased, and there was a great calm.
Check out what Jesus said right here after this. Go ahead.
And he said unto them, Why are ye so fearful? How is it that ye have no faith?
What faith?
No faith.
None. So that, oh, ye a little faith, don't mean that you're talking about you got a faith of a grain of a mustard seed. When all these distractions hit you, all these doubt and temptation hit you, and you get the fear and the word, oh, how I'm gonna live, just have a nervous breakdown, you ain't got no faith. Period. Only thing you have faith is your circumstances. That's it. Your money, your car, your clothes. When this natural disaster, Hurricane Michael hit, folk crying left and right about their house, their cars, and everything. I'm looking at these folks, y'all got faith in all this stuff. You can build this stuff again. You alive. This is what they have faith in. Not God. He said, oh, ye fearful. How is it you have no faith? None whatsoever. Go ahead.
And they feared exceedingly and said one to another, what manner of man is this, that even the wind and the sea obey him?
Same exact thing. But he's showing you the faith part you gotta have. Let's go to James chapter 1. God don't recognize nobody with a little faith, period. Nobody. Either you with him or you're not. You can't be with mama now. I don't want to ruffle no fellas. I go over there and tear the whole fellas up. I know who I serve. I know the great power behind me. Let me show you what he's talking about here, about this faith. God is not a person for you to be worried. God don't want us to be worried about nothing. He's a kind of joy. When you go through this, because this is going to make your faith strong. Let me show you. James chapter 1 and verse 1. Go ahead.
James, a servant of God and of the Lord Jesus Christ, to the 12 tribes which are scattered abroad, greetings.
Go ahead.
My brethren, count it all joy when you fall into divers temptations.
Fall into what?
Divers temptations.
Count it all joy. Be happy. Folk look at me crazy when I laugh. I know what it is. I know it's Satan coming at me. I know it's Satan coming at my family. I know it's Satan coming at y'all. But people rather laugh. He's counting all joy. Because your faith is going to do what? Go ahead.
Knowing this, that the trying of your faith worketh patience.
It's going to work patience. Believe me. I ain't what I used to be because I had zero patience. I was like a firecracker. But now, I laugh it off, keep going. I'm a whole lot better. 180, not 360. I'm supposed to say, I'm 360 degrees. 360 degrees, you turn around and doing the same thing you've been doing. 180. Go ahead.
4. But let patience have her perfect work.
Let patience have. They're going to talk about you. They're going to down you. Talking about you Satan. I've been called the devil, everything. I just be laughing. Go ahead.
But let patience have her perfect work, that you may be perfect and entire, wanting nothing.
He said, let patience have her perfect work. Don't be wanting nothing, because if you start wanting a lot of stuff, you will be easily persuaded to do wrong. Don't get all these wants of the world, the lusts of the world and all this stuff, because it's easy to go out there and get this stuff. Go ahead.
If any of you lack wisdom, let him ask of God.
Yes, sir.
That giveth to all men liberally and upbraidingly not.
Upbraidingly not, go ahead.
And it shall be given him.
So if you lack wisdom, let him ask. Let her ask. If you ask, God gonna point you right to this book every time. Read it. Study it to show yourself approved. This is where faith is built. But this old little faith, yeah, I got a little faith. I know about God. The devil know about God. They tremble. They haven't seen him. That don't mean nothing. Following the laws means everything to him. That's how you open up our mind and open up his ears so we can hear. Go ahead.
6. But let him ask in faith, nothing wavering.
He said, but you ask in faith, don't waver. What that mean, wavering? Like, okay, God don't get this way, but I guess I got to go in there and sleep with it, Mr. Charlie. I guess I got to go in there and steal. I guess I got to go in there and sell some drugs. No, I'm going to get messed up. God, taking too long. I got to make it happen. I got to get out of this situation. Then you make your situation even worse. Because he's trying to teach you something through patience. He's trying to teach me something through patience. This faith. Go ahead.
6. But let him ask in faith, not waver, nothing wavering.
Mm-hmm.
For he that wavereth is like a wave of the sea, driven from the wind and tossed.
We just read about that wave of the sea, how they were wavering because they saw the storm. They about to go crazy. What God said about these people? Go ahead.
For let not that man think that he shall receive anything of the Lord.
What? He said, if you wavering back and forth and not believing me, you ain't receiving jack from me. If you get something outside of what I told you to get, Satan gave it to you in this account field. He got blessing too. He promised the word of Jesus. You know he'll give it to us. How you gonna come at the Lord who created the world? You gonna promise him something, he control it? That's your real arrogant. Real arrogant. Go ahead.
A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways.
So if you double-minded, you over here with us, with the law, but you over there with mama now. Or you believe for a little short time, and you don't believe. No, that don't work with God at all. You got to build it up. Build it. You finished with that?
Yes, sir.
Let's go to Matthew chapter 15. We still dealing with people of old little faith. Matthew 15. I won't know what I'm doing. Let me show y'all the people. Let me show you what people sound like with old year little faith. So you'll know who they are when they start talking. Matthew 15, in verse 7. You got to build it up, y'all. Let's see what the people of old year little faith sound like. Go ahead.
Ye hypocrites, well did Isaiah prophesied of you, saying, this people draw nigh to me with their mouth, and honor me with their lips, but their heart is far from me.
He said, these people draw nigh to me with their mouth. Jesus, you to death. The blood of Jesus, plead to Jesus, 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 with their mouth. But what God said right here, go ahead.
But in vain they do worship me, teaching for doctrines the commandments of men.
So he said, but vain they do worship me, teaching for doctrine the commandments of men. What is a commandment of men? Sunday. What is a commandment of men? Christmas, Easter, Thanksgiving, Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, Father's Day, all those commandments of men, every last one of them. God didn't just tell you to honor your mother and father one day out of the week. He said honor them every day. These are commandments of men because you can't find them written in the book. These are the people who have all year little faith, but they want God to heal them. Hypocrites. Talking out their mouth. It ain't on, but let's go to Daniel chapter 10. It ain't on the book though. Daniel chapter 10. You just turn it, don't worry about writing it down. I got you. Daniel 10. Let me show you something. This word sometimes don't come when you want it to come. I'm going to show you the reason why it don't come. It's so fast. It's more than just we see. People think that we just see everything. You don't see what's going on around us. Nobody sees the chains of darkness. Daniel chapter 10 and verse 1. This is when Daniel was praying to God to reveal the dream that he had about the 70-week prophecy. But we ain't dealing with the 70-week prophecy, but I'm going to show you how long it took Daniel to get to understand it. Daniel chapter 10 and verse 1. Go ahead.
In the 3rd year of Cyrus, king of Persia, a thing was revealed unto Daniel, whose name was called Belshazzar, and the thing was true, but the time appointed was long, and he understood the thing and had understood of the vision.
Yes, sir. So he understood the thing and understood the vision, but go ahead.
In those days, I, Daniel, was mourning 3 full weeks.
So it took him 3 full weeks to get the understanding of the vision. 3 full weeks. Why? Jump down to verse, let me see what I want to start at. Go to verse 10. Go ahead.
And behold, an hand touched me, which set me upon my knees and upon palms of my hands.
Yes, sir. This is the angel that touched him. The angel came, if he gonna get he's gonna get an interpretation of the vision that he had. But it took him 3-4 weeks to get it. Go ahead.
And he said unto me, O Daniel, a man greatly beloved, understand the words that I speak unto thee, and stand upright. For unto thee am I now sent. And when he had spoken this word unto me, I stood trembling.
Check out the next verse. He said, look, man, stand up and listen to this, because when that angel appeared to Daniel, he fell out. I fell out too with 4 heads. Go ahead, verse 12. Watch this.
Then said he unto me, fear not, Daniel, for from the first day that thou didst set thy heart to understand.
He said, from the first day you prayed for understanding, the first day. Go ahead.
And to chastening thyself before thy God. Thy words were heard, and I am come for thy words. So the first day he prayed, he would come. The angel would come and Gabriel to give him the word. But what happened? Go ahead. But the prince of the kingdom of Persia withstood me 21 days. The prince of kingdom of Persia is Satan. He withstood him for 21 days, stopping Gabriel from coming. Go ahead. But lo, Michael, one of the chief princes, came to help me. Yes, sir. And I remained there with the kings of Persia. If it wasn't for Michael coming to help him, he wouldn't have got through. But check this, the faith Daniel had to have for 3-4 weeks and wait on it. Most people can't wait till next week or the next day to get some money they trying to get, or get some type of restitution or anything like that. Daniel waited 3-4 weeks. Understand, we battling against, he said we battling not against flesh and blood. It's principalities. Powers that we don't see. These evil angels are in him right now, along with God angels with this hedge around us to protect us. We understand this. The one that held the faith in the gospel, but you a little faith, I don't see no angel. Man, going crazy. It's spookery. It ain't for you to see. Because if he show up in his presence, everybody gonna run through a wall right here. I just want to show you to take a little time with your faith in God. Learn through what he's trying to teach you until it come to pass. Daniel just didn't stop. I guarantee he kept reading, kept writing, kept listening, kept praising. For us, man, I ain't got time for this. Let me go make something happen. Okay. Maybe have him get in some more trouble. Let's go to Psalms 19. Let me show you how to build your faith. Build it. Psalms 19, verse 7. So this little faith we talking about is no faith. You got to be serving God how he wants you to serve him. Not because you say Jesus. He said, many shall come in my name and deceive many. And they rolling around here too, buddy. Ain't nobody talking like us. Psalm 19, verse 7. Go ahead, brother. The law of the Lord is perfect, converting the soul. The testimonies of the Lord is sure, making wise the simple.
He said the law of the Lord is perfect. What does it do? It converts the soul. From what? A sinful soul. It converts you. It makes you holy before God so he can listen to you. He can't listen to an unholy vessel. Go ahead, brother.
The statutes of the Lord are right, rejoicing the heart. The commandment of the Lord is pure, enlightening the eyes.
This is what it is. He's not talking about literal eyes in our head. We got to be able to see sin as it comes. We got to see it. What sin is your mama coming to you telling you to come out here on the Sabbath day and you can keep the Sabbath anywhere you go with us. And no, they ain't coming together at all. But it ain't working though. No, we got to have a complication. That's why if I do anything, it's going to be around this Sabbath day. Believe that, period. Because I know how important it is. Look at me, Lord. I'm going to do like Nehemiah. Go ahead.
9. The fear of the Lord is clean, enduring forever. The judgments of the Lord are true and righteous altogether.
What he's saying, the fear of the Lord is clean. Enduring, you got to do something. Endure. Endure what? The pain of the world coming at you. Y'all some holy rollers. What are y'all doing? Jesus ain't came back yet. They be talking about Jesus come back since my grandma was here, and she been dead 100 years. All right, keep talking. I'm gonna keep. Go ahead.
10. More to be desired are they than gold, yea, than much fine gold, sweeter also than honey and the honeycomb.
He give it a comparison of the word of God. It's more desired than gold, as most of us covet after. Trying to get money, trying to get gold, fine gold. We ain't talking about that 24 karat. We talking about that pure. Go ahead.
11. Moreover, by them is thy servant warned.
Well, so the commandments give us a warning on how to step, who to be with, what to do. It warns us. But if we never read it, we got our face stuck in Facebook and not this book. How we gonna know? And most people, they don't give a care. And then when that pain hit them, oh mama, how you help me? Show me this. Mama sit up there praying, God don't hear her. Daddy sit up there praying, God don't hear him. Cause what? They ain't in the book. They ain't in the book. They live in a fraud. But you said Jesus is gonna save us, gonna help us. He said by the stripes of his by the stripes of his body we were healed. And then when it don't come the way y'all want it to go, you lose a whole household, a whole generation. What it is, Exodus chapter 20, he said, if you don't obey my laws and statutes, I'm gonna curse the third and fourth generation. So one person in your family don't take this gospel to their children, 3 and 4 generations gonna be cursed. And you look at our families. Ain't nobody teaching this but us. Go ahead.
From the top 11.
Go ahead. 11.
Moreover, by them is thy servant warned. In the keeping of them there is great reward.
Great reward. He protects us. Great. What more world to be in God? Being able to create a sun. No, understand how God created the earth. Understand how God can create the stars. And you have that same power? Y'all don't understand. Go ahead.
12. Who can understand his errors? Cleanse thou me from secret faults.
We can't understand, we just got to roll with it in faith. We try our best to understand. Go ahead.
Keep back the servant also from presumptuous sins. Let them not have dominion over me.
Yes, sir.
Then shall I be upright, and I shall be innocent from the great transgression.
Understand, presumption when you just going out there just sinning. Willful sinning. You willfully doing it. It ain't talk. You got a lot of people out here who understand, who know the law, but they continue to sin. I don't know, God didn't see me right now. I said, man, who you fooling? You just lied, you just stole, you just committed adultery, you just had that simple thought in your mind of adultery in your mind. You better ask for forgiveness. Right now. Don't fool yourself. Go ahead.
Let the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be acceptable in the sight, O Lord, my strength and my redeemer.
That is the strength of faith. When you go into the Word and find out what God is saying and doing, and then you recite it back to Him. Tell Him. Just like Hezekiah said, hey Lord, I don't want to die. And He gave him 15 more years. Tell Him what He promised. And this is what God wants us to understand about faith of a grain of mustard seed. What little that you know, have faith in the build on it. You'll do great things. A lot of people think you got to have a degree. You got to have all kind of trades. You got to have all kind of money. But when you walk with this faith, you got power. People don't understand what power is. Donald Trump got money. But money, he already got, but he didn't have power. That's why he wanted to be president. Same exact thing with us. We can get money, but we don't have power of God to protect our money. It can be wiped away just like that. We want power of protection. That's what we want. I hope y'all understand. We're gonna take up the offering. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Everybody got anything to give? Come up and give it. Gonna read the announcement a little bit.